a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buckeyes will put total weather to crank us up. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Illinois' offense will go to work first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move inside, you see him move outside, you see him move in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot, just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Wants to throw, it's Newton. Zings it complete to the right. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To throw, it's Newton. He's got his man.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Quickly to the tight end. There he goes! And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. Out of the gun to give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Just feeds the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Hang on, Sloopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Here's a heat. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Makes a connection. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. Got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On the run, it's Valentine. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's going to run it. Finds a crease at the 20. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. After the run, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Off play action on first down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. This rivalry more than a century old with the Buckeyes dominating most of the time, guys.
And just think about that. All this time, these Ohio State and Illinois fans have been talking about and looking forward to this rivalry. To your point, absolutely. Ohio State, more often than not, has been on the winning side of it. Illinois now, maybe they're going to be trying to create a little new trend here.
Yeah, try to get some mojo. Try to get some momentum on their side. Try to change this rivalry. Listen, it starts one at a time, right? Like the old coaches speak, we got to throw out those records from 100 years ago. They don't matter. Let's dominate today.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Newton. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give on the inside. Oh, the ball squirts out. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Trying play action. A strike downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They'll try the right side. runs for the tackle.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that, and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably.
He'll field the punt and take it back. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now the play fake. Starting to pull away from this one, and Illinois is in trouble.
First of all, we all know Ohio State's the more talented team. Every time they play, Illinois knows that going into. They need things to go right. Not everything going right in this rivalry game.
47. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Well, guys, as Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Let's go, let's go. Four base bait. Ready, go.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated.
Now it's 4th down. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. Pocket breaking down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. Hardly unusual. It is a trophy that many aren't even aware exists, but but Ohio State will once again take home the second oldest trophy in the Big Ten, the Yellow Buck. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.